Cancer, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancers, I'm going to be doing your reading for your twin flame journey, and this reading is very specific only for the people, for the group of Cancerlicious Cancerians who know that they are on a twin flame journey. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you for the month of January. In this reading, dear Cancer, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to see what is the main energy and the challenge between you and your twin flame, clarify all the cards, get some final advice, and I will also close up with a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle for your relationship advice. So, of course, I'm going to serve and slay, and I had a minor cut, so I had to put like a Band-Aid on it, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's going to recover. It's going to get better in the next couple of days. So it's still covered. Maybe it's not so much aesthetically appealing, but you know, we're going to still serve and slay because I'm not going to let my water signs just not have their reading. So I'm saying some sassy shit out here. I'm so well rested, Cancer. Came back from snowboarding and then did some full body workout. Okay, let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. So the energy between you and your twin flame is the Six of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil. I just knew that it was going to come out literally. Okay, the Devil, the Knight of Wands, and the Magician. So some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, okay? I'm also getting here possibly an Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. We'll talk more about the signs, but I feel like the energy between you and your twin flame right now, Cancer, with the Six of Cups, it speaks a lot about like past memories. It talks about, you know, that you have a very strong soul connection with this person. And of course, being on a twin flame journey, it's a very intense connection. Very, very intense connection, and I already can tell like what happened in the past. So there is definitely a comeback here. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so someone here, and when I say someone, that's your twin flame, could intend to return back. We're gonna talk about this in a minute. Now, in the recent past, dear Cancer, you have the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So in the recent past, there was a very painful ending between you and your twin flame. I strongly feel like here that things were moving very, very slowly between you and your twin flame. This is somebody that, of course, being on a twin flame journey, you did have a very strong chemistry and a connection with. And I think that this was one of those very specific twin flame journeys when things became very intense in the beginning and then all of a sudden painful ending, right? You have number 10. 10 could be very significant for many of you. We're going to clarify this shortly. Now, in the present moment, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the World. Now, you have a decision here to make, dear Cancer. I feel like you are kind of picking up on your twin flame's closed off energy. Someone here is acting closed off, or they're just not really ready to open up yet. And for a lot of you, I think you would want to intend to have an open discussion to see where this could go. And there is a cycle that is going to be closing up. Many of you have a major decision here to make. This could be either you coming to a realization where you may want to release this twin flame of yours, this energy, or you may still think that there is an opportunity. Now, an opportunity of a Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Four of Swords in the near future. I think you do see yourself being with this person with the Ten of Pentacles in the near future. But what comes to play here with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords, dear Cancer, you know that you are dealing with someone that has to do a lot of healing. And you being as a Cancer, you're very well aware of people's traumas. You could be someone that either you're a therapist or you work with people. So you have recognized certain behavioral patterns, okay, within this person, something which I'm going to clarify. There is something here that happened between you and them that hurt you at a very deep level. And whether this is avoidance, whether this is with the Devil at the bottom of the deck, right? This could be toxicity, this could be unhealthy habits that has been affecting this relationship. You're aware of that. And there is a healing that needs to take place between you and this person before they can come forward to you, and we're going to clarify that, okay? I mean, even if they come back, I think that you have a prerequisite here. You still have to let them know that they need to heal and do some inner work within themselves. Now, let's get into your reading and let's clarify everything for you. I'm going to clarify the Six of Cups for you. So the Six of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Death. This is someone that you basically had an ending with, and I feel like for a lot of you, the ending here with the Death card, I think, like I said, it was very unexpected. Your challenge here is this person, is this twin flame of mine is going to choose me? Are they going to make me feel chosen? Okay, that's one of the things that I'm strongly getting here for a lot of you. And there could be also some geographical distance between you and this person, cultural difference here with the Two of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you with the Seven of Cups and Six of Cups, there is a lot of things about dreams, something about the dream state. Oh, and also I want to say thank you so much, dear Christina from California. I know that you're Armenian. Thank you for sending me that book of the dream interpretation. I'm going to post that on the community and thank you for that. You're a Cancer also, so I really appreciate that. Okay, so this is someone that keeps coming up a lot on your mind. There is a very strong mind connection. Now, for many of you, I think that you're trying to also understand that because there is something here about not being chosen in the past by this person. I feel like your twin flame might have tried to keep their options open while being with you. And that is something that might have brought things to an end very unexpectedly with the Death card here, okay? Let's talk about this ending that happened in the past. And maybe they're also planning a trip. Maybe there is a trip that is being planned to come towards you. And they seem to also have confusion on their end of what's going to happen. Ten of Wands is clarified by the Devil. You know, it's not a coincidence. It's not something here that just happens out of the blue, dear Cancer. You see, the Ten of Wands, which I'm clarifying, is things started becoming very heavy between you and your twin flame. The Devil, the Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess. So I think that you did address certain things here, or maybe you might have noticed that there was the third-party situation between you and your twin flame, or vice versa. There was, and the third party could be a person, of a family member, right? Romantic, ex. So for many of you, I feel like that you did address this with that person, with your twin flame. You did let them know about the third party and the steps that they needed to take. I feel like that your person wanted to kind of maybe even act single or stay single while being in a relationship with you. This is someone that also, they are an overachiever. Maybe they try to put career in front of a relationship, and you felt before a relationship, so you felt like you had to do all the work, try to work it out with this person. Not gonna resonate with everyone, but that's what I'm strongly getting. This is someone that was moving towards you very slowly. After a while, things kind of started sizzling out, clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, and you have the Hierophant here, so Taurus energy. There is something here about a financial situation or money that influenced or affected this relationship from moving forward. I feel like that this person was not able at a time to commit to you and to come towards you with the intention of marrying or being in an equal give and take exchange relationship. Something here definitely affected the relationship and there was a painful ending. Okay, some of you maybe felt like that you just couldn't do it anymore. Maybe there were other external factors that influenced this heartbreak and this breakup with the Ten of Swords. And I think it's been very painful. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. I feel like male or female doesn't matter. There might have been a couple other people, two people maybe involved in this picture. You might have also had someone else that you were dealing with. Maybe you had to make a decision here between your twin flame and someone else. You could have also dealt with another water sign, maybe a fire sign, or someone who has any of those in their birth chart. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for a lot of you, it was a very difficult situation. And emotionally, you kind of maybe also felt like you had to protect yourself. So you started retreating. you started pulling back as well emotionally, because the Queen of Cups is the only one that has the lead on top of the cover, right? Now, in the present moment, things are getting interesting because I feel like that for a lot of you, like I said, you're kind of really picking up on your twin flames energy, that you know that there is a chaser and a runner dynamic. You know there is an avoidant behavior here also. But this has to do also with their previous relationships or with something about their upbringing that affected them. Six of Pentacles in the month of January is clarified by the Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Cups. And you have the Emperor, which is also the card of an Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries or with someone who has facial hair features, like a beard or a goatee. Okay, so I feel like in the present moment, in the month of January, there could be an opportunity here to address something with your twin flame. You're going to have a conversation. This is someone that you either have been married with or are still married with. And you know, when I was saying the avoidance here before even it came out, that's the Four of Cups. It's like someone that's just avoiding. And I think that you want to have an open face-to-face conversation with this person, Cancer. I think one of the things that I'm noticing for you in 2026 is you're no longer going to hold yourself back and try to please someone else. You're going to speak your truth boldly. And you have the Four of Pentacles. I have a question about this energy, because this could be you retreating and pulling back. This could be protecting your energy. So it's clarified by the Six of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. And then the Five of Pentacles. So abandonment wounds and issues are something that maybe have come to the surface, while being in this relationship with this person. For many of you, I feel like that you're not gonna want to necessarily initiate anything yet. You will anticipate the news. You will allow your twin flame to come towards you. I don't see you forcing anything, honestly, in the month of January. You seem to be very calm, collected, well put together. You seem to be really now taking care of your energy with the Four of Pentacles. And for some of you may say, this twin flame journey has been very tumultuous for me, and I'm releasing my twin flame. And you can't do that because everyone has free will, right? So you have the World. There is a cycle that's close enough. So let's clarify the World here and see what is it that you need to know. There is a cycle that is close enough. I'm also getting here, just real quick, some of you Cancers are maybe in the public's eye, or you work, or you're famous, or you're well known, you work with famous people. The Six of Wands is talking about like going also after your career, but also wanting to achieve a lot of things in your life. And maybe because of this situation, things were delayed. You're finally coming out of this Ten of Swords. You know what I'm saying? So the World is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Justice, the Libra energy, and you have the Sun. Okay, Leo energy here too. Here is the thing, and there is no sugarcoating. It doesn't always take me that long to really read the cards, but in this specific case, this is what I'm seeing, Cancer. When you look at the Justice, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you are going to make the decision here with this twin flame. Because if they hold back, if they don't communicate, because this is holding back communication, if they hold back and they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to send you the message, they don't want to really initiate anything, then with the Justice here, what you are going to be doing is, I feel like you are going to make sure that you're protecting your peace and bring things into balance. Bring things into balance could mean for you making sure that you're focusing on your day-to-day life, doing your things, and following your dreams. That's the balance for you. Because for a long time, I think things have been out of balance. There has been a lot of push and pull type of situation, and you want to set things right. And for some of you also, I'm getting, this could be a situation where maybe your twin flame is like they're connected to someone else legally and they're not able to come towards you. You're just going to let it be so. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting here this let go and let God. I think this was one of the most famous readings for you on the channel. Let go and let God is what I'm getting. You're no longer trying to force anything. You've come to a place of just enjoying your own thing. You could be even focusing on buying a house. Ten of Pentacles here is in the near future for you. There is a lot of happiness coming in. You could also clarify it by the King of Cups, the Star, and the Nine of Wands, and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are going to find a brand new person. Someone brand new is going to come towards your way who actually is very healed, or some of you are going to heal your relationship with your person. But that's going to be a long process here. You have the Lovers here. Okay, I see here you being in a relationship very soon. For very few of you, you could be basically healing things with your person. The Star and the King of Cups, this is Cancer, Aquarius energy also. So it's about healing the past and moving forward, working on the issues and resolving those conflicts. You also see this is the card of the wounded soldier. So, and you also have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands in the near future, I see you here stepping into your power, Cancer, and really going after what you want. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Tower, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Pentacles. There is a major transformation that's going to happen in your life and in your twin flame's life as well. I see here your twin flame also, they have no other choice, but they will be going through a tower moment, and so will you. And this tower moment, I think this is something that's going to allow you and them to see this situation from a completely different perspective and see if there is what are the ways that both of you can actually work things out and move forward. Now, in the present moment though, what I'm getting is you're releasing, you're letting go. That's what I strongly got for you. Let go and let God. That is what's going to lead this transformation to happen. And I tell that to people on the membership side. I tell that to people, I should hide this hand, but I'm like talking because it has a freaking band-aid on it. So for many of you, I feel like what you are doing is you are not trying to force anything. You're focusing on the best case scenario. That's what you're gonna need to focus on. You're letting go, letting God. Best case scenario for your life in general, for your career, for your success, for your twin flame. Obviously, if you're watching this, you already know you're on that journey. There's gonna be an opportunity here to build something back up after a situation here has come to an end with the Tower. The Tower here indicates a sudden ending, something here that may come to an end very unexpectedly. And what this is going to lead to with the Four of Swords is healing. A lot of healing, a lot of internal work here. So let's clarify the Four of Swords for you. There is something about healing and coming out of a stagnation, coming out of a no contact. The Moon, this is the card of a Cancer. The High Priestess and the Magician, yeah, and the Six of Cups. Do you see how the story came out to be that this is a connection you are manifesting? And when I say someone is coming back, this Six of Cups, which also came out at the bottom of the deck, is the result of you, Cancer, trusting your intuition. You are the High Priestess. You are the one who actually is tapped into the subconscious mind. You're very much in tune with your dreams, with your inner state. And this is about creating from within, about manifestation. It's about creating from within yourself, not being dependent or obedient to the 3D reality of what's happening out there, but really setting your intention, Cancer, of the best case scenario and manifesting. This is you trusting your manifestation skills and your abilities, not trying to force anything, but aligning yourself with it. But in the present moment, right, it is also you holding back and just kind of like focusing and retreating, bringing your energy back to yourself. Because that's what tends to happen a lot of times in Twin Flames journey, and it also really facilitates and accelerated phases of spiritual growth and awakening. So you could be going through different phases of spiritual awakenings. Your third eye is opening, your throat chakra, your heart chakra is opening. So you're going a lot of changes, especially after having met this twin flame of yours. And you have the Devil, okay? So it is talking about also within this twin flame journey, what are the things that you feel like you're also going to release and purge out and let go so that you can be in a successful relationship. Because once you let go and let God, you're going to see how this connection is going to turn around, rotate, and come back around in a better way. So, and you had the Devil in the past too. So something here very unhealthy. It could have been smoking, drinking, compulsive behavior, overly sexual behavior, So let's get the advice from this deck, and then I'm going to also get a card here for you from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Wow. So you have the Tower, the High Priestess, and the Page of Pentacles, okay? So Cancer, leashes, honey, buns. This is about you recognizing and seeing that even though there has been an ending here that has happened between you and your person with the Tower, things have come to an end, right? But with the High Priestess, how has this situation with your twin flame accelerated your spiritual growth? And what kind of a new plan can you guys, both of you, come up with when you both meet up and try to work it out? Because there has to be a new polished way of working things out together. And the Tower here, I know you're very spiritual. A lot of you also do tarot. So I'm going to give you something here. I'm going to share something that's very important. So the Tower here is an indication of being hit by a frequency, right? There is a lightning that's hitting the crown chakra, the top of the tower. That is your mind being illuminated. That is your consciousness being illuminated throughout this relationship, throughout this connection. So for many of you, I genuinely feel like here that this is something that you're manifesting and you can feel deep down in your spirit. But maybe this is a lesson of letting go. Maybe the High Priestess here is showing you and teaching you, you know, Cancer, trust your intuition, let go, let God, right? And this is what I'm seeing here energetically speaking. Because there is something here about the moon, the moon and the Four of Cups, it's like fear of rejection, fear of not being accepted, not being worthy. But you are worthy. You are loved, you know? And a twin flame or any person does not have to define your worth, right? So this is about seeing the growth and the opportunity in this twin flame journey, because there's going to be a chance here to work something out together. Now, let me see what is the Wisdom of the Oracle relationship message here for you. So I'm actually very well rested, by the way, Cancer, just so you let you know, because you're going to ask me, are you okay? I'm so okay, but I'm a little sore. I've been like snowboarding, and then I've been like doing Pilates, full body workout. You know what I'm saying? It's like my body's like recovering, so I'm moving a little slow, but I'm like feeling really good, well rested. Okay, so you have number 10. I'm sorry for the delay. Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony, and number 10 is very significant for many of you. You have the 10 of Wands, right? The ending that happened, and the 10 of Swords. Unfinished business. So let's see, what is it that you need to know? Number 10, the relationship is very short. The relationship message. So moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. That's when I said in the beginning something came to a very abrupt, unexpected ending, right? You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then love can blossom, right? You know, respectfully, as you know, you're funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, the Armenian guy, doesn't sugarcoat. This is about, dear Cancer, you deciding, right? Sometimes writing a letter, doing a burning ritual, having that internal closure can bring things into fulfillment. Some of you may say, I'm releasing with love and with grace my twin flame. And that's just also kind of a little bit contradicting, and it's, what's the word? Paradoxical, because it's like you just let go and it comes to you, because there's just the inner peaceful knowing. Like what's best for me will be, what's meant for me will be, you know? And what you're really learning from all of this is, how am I handling an unfinished business? How am I handling an unfinished conversation? Even if the other person is avoiding to have that conversation or to talk about it, what am I doing on my end, on my part, right? And also that comes with being very gracious and compassionate towards your beautiful self and not letting anything or anyone, any kind of situation to sway you from your goals, from your big dreams, because you're meant for success and opportunities coming in your way, especially in 2026. This is just learning that journey. And I think this is one of those confirmations for you. Let go and let God, because you're very close to God. So, dear Cancer, this is what I had for you. I hope that this reading helped. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate your beautiful presence and for your contribution. I will see you on the next one. Have an amazing week ahead. Love you. Bye.